Hello guys, in the last lecture we seen dimension of yoke and core. In this lecture we are going to concentrate on dimensions of shell type transformer and design of winding. Let's see the dimension of shell type transformer. You can see here the diagram of the figure. This portion indicates the A is nothing but the width of the outer limb. Okay. WW, this is nothing but the WW, that is width of the window. This is the height of the window, that is HW. HY, that is nothing but the height of the yoke. It is can be also defined as HY is equals to A. And capital H, that is nothing but height of the core, overall height of the core. Capital W is nothing but overall width of the core. Now here differs is nothing but as compared to the core type transformers, three-phase core type transformer, you can observe that this width is of A, this is also width of the A, but for the shell type transformer, the central limb having a width 2 times width of the side limbs, that is 2 times of A, it appears. Now also you can see here this B indicates the depth of the core or the yoke for shell type transformer. In the three-phase core type transformer we are defining the depth of the core of the yoke is nothing but the small a, but in shell type transformer it is not happening like that. It differs from a width of the outer limb. So here differently defined that A is equals to width of outer limb and B is nothing but the depth. Let's see the relation. Central limb, gross cross section of central limb is nothing but 2A into B. 2A into B. So that ratio B upon 2A normally normally utilized as 2.5. Overall width of the yoke and height of the yoke you can define here. Just see the figure. Capital W is the sum of small a plus WW plus 2 times of A plus WW plus again small a, that is nothing but a 4 times A and 2 times WW. So you have to take the sum of 2 times of WW plus WW and 4A, 4 times of A. Like that also H, capital H also you can define here. You can see here that HY here plus HW plus HY. You can say here 2 times of HY plus HW or 2 times of A plus HW. Let's see the simple problem. Calculate the main dimension of 125 kVA, that is ratings are given 6.6 by 0.4 kV, that is higher voltage and lower voltage is given, that is 6.6 kV and 0.4 kV. Frequency is also given 50 Hz. So main thing is that type of transformer, single phase shell type transformer, and voltage per EMF 10 volt is given. Flux density in the core is 1.1 Weber per meter square, and current density 2 ampere per mm square is given. Window space factor, here no need to assume window space factor, it is already given 0.33. Also stacking factor also given 0.9, and some ratios are given, that is window height divided by window width is equal to 3, and core depth is here is nothing but small b divided by width of the central limb, that is 2a. B upon 2a is given, that is equal to 2.5. Now calculate the size of the conductor also. Just go for the solution. Voltage per turn, that is it is equals to 4.44 F BM into AI. We know the ET, that is EMF per turn, is given 10 volt, 4.44. Frequency is given, BM, flux and density also given. The unknown part is AI. Just we have to calculate AI. To calculate the AI, just adjust this formulation and put up the values of ET, F and BM. You will get the AI as 0.04095 meter square. What about the AGI? It is easy to calculate AGI. We have the relation between the AI and AGI. AI is equals to 0.9 times of AGI. 0.9 is nothing but the KS stacking factor, which is given in the problem. So we can also calculate directly AGI is equals to AI upon 0.9 by putting the value of AI. Now you can observe here the AGI, that is the gross area of the core, and we seen the relation here. Gross core section, that is nothing but that is area, AGI is equal to 2 times of A into B. So 2 times of A into B, and we know the value of AGI, and we know that this relation B upon 2 times of A is equal to 2.5. By using this relation and this relation, we can calculate the small a, 2 times of A and B, means width of the limb, central width of the limb, and small b, that is depth of the core and yoke. Now depth of the yoke, depth of the height of the yoke A, width of the side limb A, central limb also we know 2 times of A. Now go for the output equation of single phase core type transformer, that is S is equals to 2.22 FBM AI AW KW del into 10 raised to minus 3. Out of that we know the ratings of transformer, that is S we know that given 125 kVA, frequency F known, BM also known, AI also known. Just remaining is that AW is unknown. KW window space factor, that is 0.33 is given. Del current density also given into 10 raised to minus 3. Now substitute the value, all the values we know, and calculate the AW, that is window area, and window area we know the HW into WW, and we know the relation as given in the problem statement. Width, height of the window divided by width of the window is equals to 3. By using this relation, we can calculate the WW and HW. Just follow the relation as we seen as per the last figure. Capital W is equals to 2 times WW plus 4A. We know the value of WW and A. Just put it and you will get the overall width of the core, this one. Same like that, H is nothing but HW plus 2 times HY. Put the value of HW and HY. HY is nothing but small a. So put as it is the value of small a here. So you will get overall height of the core. Now also we have to calculate the size of conductor. Size of conductor is a part of design of the winding. So let's calculate the size of the winding. Size of the winding is nothing but the area of cross section of the conductor. Size of the conductor is nothing but area of cross section of the conductor. So first of all we have to calculate the primary winding current, secondary winding current. How to calculate it? Simple. Current is equal to kVA into 1000. This rating is defined as in kVA. For kilo it is multiplied by 1000. kVA into 1000, it will become in volt ampere. Volt ampere divided by voltage, that is higher primary side voltage. If you are calculating primary side current, put it here, higher side voltage. For shell type transformer, you will get that the primary winding current I1. Similarly, you can calculate here secondary winding current, kVA into 1000, you will get in volt ampere divided by secondary voltage 400. You will get here the secondary winding current. Then you have to calculate the area of cross section, that is size of the conductor, with the help of the current density. Current density is nothing but current per unit area. As per this definition, you can define area of cross section of the conductor is equals to current divided by current density. We have the value of current, primary current, and the current density is nothing but 2 ampere per mm square as given in problem statement. We will get the area of conductor or area of cross section of the conductor or the size of the conductor for the primary, same as you can calculate for the secondary. This is for simple problem regarding calculation of the size of the conductor and dimension of the you can limb for shell type transformer. So let's see design of winding. The part of the design of winding we seen in the problems already, that is size of the conductor. Now let's see the design of winding. For the design of winding, we have to calculate the number of turns for the LV side and HV side, and it can be identified or it can be calculated with the help of the lower side LV voltage and HV voltage. You can see here in the practice, we can calculate lower side turns TLV with the help of lower side voltage and EMF per turn ET. Take the ratio of that lower side voltage and EMF per turn. We will get the value of we will get the turns, number of turns on LV side. And if in practice it is coming in fraction, you have to go for you have to choose nearest integer of that fraction. You will get the TLV. Now for THV, you have to go for turns ratio and the voltage ratio simply, that is THV upon TLV is equals to VHV upon VLV. We know the high HV side voltage, LV side voltage, we know the LV side turns, so you will get the HV side turns simply. These are the formulation of calculation of LV side current and HV side current. As we seen in the last problem, current problem, it is same like that. The kVA rating of the transformer into 1000 divided by voltage. Similarly, we have to put the lower voltage here, lower side voltage, and just here higher voltage side. You will get the LV winding current and HV winding current. So main thing is that choosing the current density. In the last lectures, we seen the choice of the current density. Actually, choice of the current density depends upon the capacity of the transformer and the cooling method of the transformer, which is employed for the transformer which is going to design it. But normally, for very small cross section, say below 5 mm square, we have to choose a del. It is near about 2 to 3 ampere per mm square. In the last lecture, we seen also that how to assume the values, and we are categorized as per their capacity of the transformer and cooling methods are employed to the transformer. It is about design of the winding and the choice of winding. This table shows a simple how to choose the winding type. It is as per the service conditions. For example, take first one. This is a transformer for rural supply. For rural supply, normally it is a rating of 16 to 100 kVA, and voltage HV side is of 3.3 to 11 kV, and LV side is of 440 volt, that is 0.44 kV. For that, you have to choose a foil type winding and crossover type winding, and for LV you have to choose a helix type winding. It is informative table to choose the winding type. Thank you to listening to me. Thank you very much.